You were not slick.
What are you talking about?
You guys, he just ran and posed. So he was ripping and running all around the house up until.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was scary.
There's no evidence of anything.
You're right. There really is. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Weather's Channel Morning Live. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard. We go live here on our YouTube channel every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Also on Wednesdays, that's today, we go live on our other channel, Watch Autumn Keto, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag AWAC Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe to both channels so that you get notified whenever we go live or post a new video.
Yay!
Yes. Okay.
I'm enjoying everything you just said.
Oh, thanks. I only say it for your enjoyment, not to provide information to the people at all, just simply so that you enjoy it. Judy said, well, Chris, where are you? She's somewhere around here. Aurelia said, did you guys see Keto Rewind is going low carb? I think she's allowing more carbs because she feels restricted, has lost more weight in the last 2 weeks since changing. Good for her. No, I did not see that. Wacky's here says, good morning, everyone.
Sometimes you gotta change it up.
Jervin West said, good morning, WARC fam. Guess what day it is? It's hump day. Absolutely. I love saying that. Jervin West said, getting buff, go get swole. You right. Like that's what the title of the live is, getting buff. Like, because I'm lifting weights. All I do is lift, no matter what. Like, basically. D said, good rainy morning, weathers and watchers. Happy hump day. It is hump day.
Good morning.
Yo, mama lives. I live too. So it's morning.
Both probably are getting buff.
I know.
You and your mama.
Sam Banner says, hello, peoples. B16's here says, good morning, all.
Sand and B16.
Jen Tier says, good morning, fabulous peeps. Rocking my Keto-ish shirt today. Yay, thanks for the delivery. Yes, I definitely dropped it off in her mailbox.
What?
I dropped Jen's shirts off in her mailbox. So,
did you wear the proper postal outfit?
No, I did not wear the proper postal outfit. And so I
Such a violation.
I don't think I was carrying official postage. That might have been,
No, but you're still delivering.
No. Angie said, good morning. How are you? Gigi said, good morning, weathers. What's the forecast? It is warm.
Good morning, Gigi.
It's still kind of unseasonably, it's definitely unseasonably warm for this time of year in the mid 60s. Like, it feels great outside.
Yeah, that feels great. I don't say warm, though. It's like a nice
cool mid 60s. Okay, it's a cool mid 60s. Hopeness here says, happy hump day. Awesome weathers and weather chasers. Have a fantabulous day. You too. Glad that you are here. Oh, Sarah said, got an ear hustle today. Get my hair cut at 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Way to go. Looking good, girl.
You got to get her done.
Kelly Key said, good morning, everybody. Sonia's here says, happy Whack Wednesday. You're right. Mom said, Gigi, I'm right here first as usual. Absolutely. Greetings and happy Whack Wednesday, family. Absolutely.
They must be talking on the side.
They're delusional. They must live in an ulterior, like an altered state of time.
So and became BFFs.
Jen said, taking advantage of the warm weather to cook dinner on the Blackstone. That's smart. Yeah, it is. It's like
yesterday or today.
I mean, today. It's like cook out. I mean, still both days. It's like cook outside warm. So Tanya D. Jones is in the building.
There you
go. Good morning.
Miss
What's up,
D.
you guys? We are just living our best life. We've actually been out shopping today. Lisa said, good morning, Fama Ding Dong, which now you remind me of my mother. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. That sounds exactly like something she would have or has said before. So yes,
that's a Joyce thing.
It's also a Joyce thing. We've actually already gone shopping. Like, we have like 8 stores that we have to hit for the Christmas party, which is this weekend. And so we had to get started earlier. I wanted to get started earlier than later because I don't like shopping with crowds and people. Right. So we went to Walmart, and wouldn't you say that was the most ideal situation, Walmart situation we've ever been in? Yeah.
If you had to put those two together.
Yeah, exactly. Ideal and Walmart. They normally don't really go together, but Teresa's here. Says, good morning, everyone.
Recognize you shopping.
Exactly. So
they got crust in there.
yeah,
You're
and,
at the
like
store already?
hairnets and stuff on you. So yeah, right after this, we're gonna head back out, try to get some more stuff done before the crowds awaken. Really, 2:00 is my shopping threshold. I want to be back in and done. And so if we didn't get anything done, we just gotta save it for the next day, starting at 8 a.m. Right? So yeah, that's what it's supposed to. That's my thought. So.
I like your thoughts.
B16 here says it is supposed to be in the 70s today, man. But as Winnie the Pooh says, it is rather blustery day. 34-mile-an-hour winds. Jeez, Louise.
When he says it all depressed, like it's so blustery. When he always talks all
sounds
soft,
like an old man.
And he's all soft and fragile.
That's Eeyore too.
Well,
Joe Ray said, "Good morning." So Lisa said, like your mother, I take it as a compliment. Okay, good. Now if I could just sing like a chipmunk, now you've officially become a live unfavorite because that's what mom does. That's her chipmunk.
Oh my God.
Don't remind her that she can do that.
No, she can't.
Andy said, so excited. My husband ordered me 2 of your hoodies. Yay, that's so amazing. I'm so excited to make them and send them to you. So, yes.
There you go, Andy.
Whatever that hand motion was. So.
I mean, but they are super comfortable.
Mom said there's that ding dang blue hoodie again. I'm not even paying attention to you, Christina, because you say it. Well, I have to let her know that I saw it. I got to tell her that I still have the power if I say it. She has no power. Blue Dove said, good morning, fair weathers and watchers. My daughter's exempt from exams, so Christmas vacay begins today. That's what's up. Yay. Okay, we'll take some exam exemptions. Yeah, not like she's like ill or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Like there could be bad exempts too.
That's okay.
So see you next year.
Yeah, but we're glad that Christmas vacation starts. So
there you go. Well, it just means you got more responsibility.
Yeah. Sam Banner says we know that wind will be cutting to the bone. Yeah, that's super. I mean, that's a lot of wind. So Coach Bronson's here says getting buffed. You're right. That's what I'm doing.
I think he saw the name.
He was just like, that's me. I identify with buffness. So I know, like I heard one of my buzzwords, one of my buff words. Exactly. So yeah.
Good morning, Coach.
Yes, good morning. So yeah, I'm really enjoying lifting weights. I'm really enjoying what weights have you lifted, Richard?
Well, every time we go to the gym.
Every time, which is once a week, Richard.
Is that my fault? Is it my fault?
You got a car?
Hey, I need my wife with me, okay? I need your energy. We need to feed off each other.
We are nowhere near each other when we go to the gym. Y'all hear him? Y'all hear this nonsense?
The way I work is I need positive reinforcement.
Joyce said you totally skipped over me. Good, I found you. I saw Mom said hi, Joyce, and I was like, I didn't see a message from Joyce, but you're here now. That's all that matters. Good morning, Joyce. How are you? Did you say something about having a fantabulous fine day? Probably. So.
Tip of the hat to you.
Yeah, all those. I still don't even see it. I'm at this point. I'm saying that you didn't post anything and that you just made that up. So there you go. So, but I'm glad you're here, Joyce, as usual. So today and every day up until Christmas at this point, it's just going to be busy. I'm really excited.
Getting stuff done.
Yeah, it's going to be.
T crossing and I dot.
Different, but the same, right? It's going to be like different activities, but the same food, like my same mentality toward getting stuff done.
There you go.
Like it's not like a special, it's the holidays, let me just start picking and, treating a little early. I have no.
You did lose your mind a little bit in the candy aisle the other day.
But it was still 30% of what I got last year.
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
And I don't think I lost my mind. I think that is an appropriate amount of candy to share with others. So,
You use like air quotes around share.
No, I literally put it out to be shared, but if nobody eats
it. Exactly. See, what you should have went and bought a bunch of fatties and just laying
Absolutely not.
That's what people want.
No,
is the meat
absolutely
the meat
not.
Is where the joy
Mary
is.
T said, good morning. The meat is where the joy is.
Yes.
Mary T says, good morning to the weathers and all the wacky weather watchers. No, they are not. They do not get to say whether or not the meat is where the joy is. I know, Lisa. I'm not arguing. I'm not going back and forth. I'm living my best life. Pamela said, good morning. Cold here, 38 degrees, lifting weight in my garage with a scarf and gloves and thermal workout clothes. I love that.
There you go, Pamela. That's that energy right there.
Hookman
Don't
said
let no
Brian and
weather
I
slow
went
you
to
down.
a drive-through lights display and they had goodies. I told the boy I didn't want a gingerbread house kit. He asked me again. No thanks. We are carnivore. Boy, you want candy? That's what you said, candy boy,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what you meant. Like no.
We're like, we're just here for the sights. Thank you though. We're here just to see everything else. We don't want to actually partake.
Yeah, that's what. I was just still talking to my mom about that. Just like this time of year, just people just pushing food on you, just food pushers.
Yeah.
Here, take some of this, try some of that. Like, no, stop it. And it wouldn't bother me if they asked once and I politely declined. Are you sure? Just have some of this. It's like the no is a complete sentence. Okay. No means no. Like, so don't keep trying to
Well, the way most people's anxiety is set up is
I know they have to make sure, if you don't take anything.
They might have thought you misheard them.
Kick rocks.
Maybe,
No. Tiny said Keto Rewind has been struggling since she came within 1 pound of her goal weight and went off. She went so strong and gung-ho for so long, then the life stress and emotions drop kick you. I mean, y'all all know what happened when I got to 155 pounds. I gained 30 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, goal weights are for the birds. I can't do it anymore. Yes. And I feel like our story is very similar. Mine and Keto Rewind. I don't know her name, but she's a very nice lady.
Well, I mean, you need to, like you said, it's about your mental.
Yeah, so
where you're at mentally when you get to this goal weight that you want to be at. Like if you pushed and pulled yourself there, and you're barely hanging on when you hit your goal weight,
exactly.
You're gonna rubber band right back.
That's what they called it. Like that's what we used to call it in Clubhouse. Keto Foodies Unite, like riding the bull. Like you're just hanging on. Like I'm just gonna do this really tough thing for as long as I can, and then as soon as I let go, I'm thrown all the way off, right? Whereas it should, feel more like a bike ride, like slow and steady, not too difficult, but challenging, right? Where it's like riding the bull, you're just hanging on until you know there's going to come a day where you can't do it anymore, but you're just hanging on for your life.
Down, it's like T minus.
Yes. So
you have to be firm in your feet.
Yeah, Tanya said, I think she is just trying to find her way back, but it's a slippery slope. Still got to deal with the emotional stuff. I agree. I mean, if low carb makes you feel not restricted or, because that's the only way to make this way of life sustainable is to do something that's not super restrictive, right? And to me, the way I'm eating right now is not super restrictive. Like 10 total carbs a day. Like I really do enjoy eating this way. If it came to a point where I did not, I would have to switch it. I am no longer in a phase of my life where I will force myself to do something that I don't like simply for certain results, right? Yes. I do want to find ways to achieve those results, but with things that I can actually do and maintain the life that I like.
Attainable.
Exactly. Sustainable path, right? Not just like willing my body to do something crazy, for a short period of time. Blue Dove said tidings of comfort and joy. Absolutely. And meats, apparently.
I'm a big believer in you have to be strong here first.
Mom said no to complete
everything else doesn't matter.
It is. Yes, it is.
Keep moving. Knowing that you ain't in it alone. We in this together. Yes. And every fall, every stumble, every trip that you do, somebody has done it before. And somebody will do it again. You're just welcome to the crowd and keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Like you said, I agree. Them food pushers be aggressive. I'm just like, thanks, Carol. But I literally said no 3 times. Like, what are we doing? Jessica, thank you.
Any pusher is going to be really pushy.
Yeah. Rhonda said, hello, Whack Fam, and happy hump day. No Walmart for me. You want me to check myself out and then check my receipt because of your lack of security? I was just telling Richard about that. I have to go. If I have to go, I never show my receipt. Look, I was just telling Richard, there is this man, the greeter, if that's what they want to call him, right? He always used to make me show my receipt. And it was kind of one of those situations where I'm like, but you didn't make that person show their, I just saw the person you let walk out and they didn't have to show their receipt. Why do I always have to show my receipt? So today I was like, he was like, good morning. I was like, hi. And then I was like, Richard, that's the man. And I hate that guy. And as we were checking ourselves out, which that's one thing we did notice. When the earlier you go to the grocery store, they just don't have people working the checkout lanes. Like it is expected that you go through the U-scan so that one person can manage like 7 checkouts. Like even they do that at Meijer. Now that we go a lot earlier, there are no checkout lanes open, right?
The way hours were.
Yeah, the way hours are set up.
A hiring shortage.
And so after we checked ourselves out, which I actually like. once again, guys, it's a matter of control. I love the control of being able to check myself out and bag and put everything in the exact way that I want it. Richard has more of your mentality, Rhonda, like, what? I gotta work? Wait a minute. Like, what are you on the clock for if I'm the one that has to do all the work?
It's also about, again, everything means everything. So if I'm walking out with like 5 items, I don't mind. If I'm walking out with like 15 items, then I'm like, look, I'm not gonna go through all of this and organize. I'm just gonna go through the line, put my earbuds in. You do your thing, I don't do mine.
No, I love the organization. UScan was like a dream come true for me when it came out. So
I like the option, but if there's an option, unless it's a numbers,
he never takes the option.
It's a numbers game, and
so
it's a lines like around the corner.
Today, he didn't make us show our receipts, and so Richard's convinced us because he was there, and he's like, "Now he knows you got somebody with you. He don't need to check on you so much."
As a bigger man, I am just always used to showing everything.
Richard said, "Oh yeah, I gotta take my shoes." He's like, "I gotta take my shoes off."
Okay. I just say, here you go. All right. I always get my ID. You gotta see my ID. You gotta check the receipt. I'm just used to always be.
That's so funny. B16 said we need to do the mental along with the physical work. We're all a mess in the head. You're right.
B16. That's where the most work needs to be done.
I said I asked if they had steaks or smash burgers. They were so sweet but confused. Don't do that to the children, Hoofnit. That's hilarious. Renee's here. Says, good morning, Weathers family. Happy Wednesday.
Don't just say yes. We have both.
Yes. Jeremy West said, step 1, no thank you. Step 2, no. Step 3, no means no. Step 4, get this out of my face. Step 5, just open up a can of Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, that's really how it felt. That was the escalation.
If it's the same people too, you might have to get a little indignant.
Exactly. Mary T said goal weight implies an end. There is no end to a permanent weight loss. Yeah, the psychology of weight loss is huge. It has to be sustainable, or why bother? You're right. Kelly said just keep
Mary
swimming.
T with straight facts.
So
straight facts.
Bronson said the secret is in redefining what restrictive means. Is freedom to eat anything you want more important than the freedom to live your life on your own terms? That's what I agree. Like I've come to the conclusion that I can eat whatever I want, right? Like I can, there are no rules to what I can eat, but I choose to eat in a way that aligns with my goals and that makes me feel good and that I, can live with, right?
Mentally sustainable.
And is mentally and physically satisfying and sustainable, right? That just happens to be keto. And yeah, keto might have rules, but like y'all know, I'm not keto all the time. I don't ever want to be keto all the time, right? Except, keto every day, even on the days where I don't want to be keto, like Mary T, I'm here for you. But I don't. It's not about perfection or restriction. It's about like taking the days as they come, but also knowing that you have the power to choose anything. Nothing is stopping you from eating anything, right? Yeah. And that's what I had to realize. And so on that other note, nothing is forcing you to eat anything. And that's where I had to take responsibility. I'm just like, well, that's on me then, right? Exactly. It's not this food's fault that I'm eating it. It's my, it's not this food's responsibility or nothing. It's not forcing me. I'm the one taking the action. So.
Well, especially when you realize it, because when we're
Shayla Sears says, good morning, TWC
we don't realize it. Like it takes us self-awareness. We don't hit that until 20s and 30s. Like when you're a teenager and like single digits, you just see the commercial. You want the food on the commercial. I don't think like how healthy is this Happy Meal? I don't care. I don't care.
Miriam here says morning.
As you get older, you start the maturation process. You realize, like, wait a minute, they've been lying to me.
They're calling it a Happy Meal because they want to evoke some emotion.
And like you said, it becomes a moment where you see it ain't going the way you want it to go, and something has to change.
Yes. Brianna's here, says, good morning, everyone. Meeting canceled, so I get to hang out. Yay! Just don't go back, girl. Just be like, the day is done. Like,
yes.
Miriam said, I worked as a checker, so I feel like I already did that in my life. I feel like people get paid to check my groceries out. Why should I do it? It's fun.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. If I'm in a...
Mary T said, I'm a lifelong union girl. I'll stand in line for 20 minutes to use a real person before I'll check myself out.
There you go, Mary T. See, that's me. I love
Gigi said, I feel like I'm helping the cashiers keep their jobs if I wait in line.
Thank you. No, finally, everybody's on my side. You're all with me.
Mary T says, good morning, Wacky World and Weathers. Hope you have a fantastic
That's the Weathers channel.
Day.
That's the Weathers channel. And what the heck?
Nobody, you guys, I can't believe you're not going with me on this. Mary Hughes said, preach, Bronson. Yes, I love it. Freedom to live the life that you want. So yes. That is exactly what it's like.
No, that's right.
Pamela said, I was once told, why do you say you don't want the cake when you really want the cake? I said, because I don't want the cake. Why do you say you don't want the cake when you like?
It's like, how you in my brain now? How does that work?
I think it's easier. Like, here's my whole thing. Will my brain will something like compulsively want the cake? Yes, it will. But I think it's a lot easier to say I don't want the cake than I actually do want to eat the cake and know that it would make me feel good in the short term. But I actually have larger term goals that I know can't be met if I continue to make poor impulsive choices. So for that sake, I'm going to decline the cake, right? That is really the whole thing that's going in my mind. But
do you tell the people all of that?
No, it's easier just to say I don't want it, or like no thank you, even though don't get me wrong, I do want the cake.
I mean, honestly, if you with that,
I also want $1 zillion. I want to do a bunch of things.
Exactly. Like, well, happiness stands like,
okay, never mind. No cake for you. Oh, Sheila said, I'm so sad. I just not realized I forgot my keto chow at home.
No.
Whoa, Joyce said Walmart's going to be all self-checkout soon already in some Walmarts. I saw that a lot in Europe in smaller, convenient grocery stores. It's all self-checkout. They might have like one person there, like when you need to buy the things that are behind them, but there is no checkout lane. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it saves money when you start. Like, it's one of those things. It's like installing solar panels or something. It's like it costs.
So Sarah said you have to bag everything at Walmart because no bag triggers a C receipt. But I'm not putting my gallon of milk in a bag. I'm not, because it is my personal preference. And if y'all really think I need to walk out of here with this gallon of milk, I'm not putting totes. You can't put a tote in the bag. It's like, oh, can I see your receipt? Like, I just bought a tote. Like, they're for sale and I purchased one. Like, why do you make me feel like a criminal? That's all I'm saying. So,
welcome to my world.
Mary T said, do you know I am only keto maybe 300 days a year now? Ooh, for the first 3 years, I was 100% strict, but now I will have a little something maybe once a month or 6 weeks. I love that for you. I see, and I still feel like that means you're keto. Like, that is your overall lifestyle.
No, I mean, that's just who Mary T is. See, Mary T really, when she says cheat day, she really means it. Like, it's like it breaks a cycle of the normal thing.
But it's not a cheat day. It's a choice that you make to eat foods
we call it cheat days because
and that's another thing. And that's just another thing. And I know words have power and stuff like that, but I'm just really not into this whole I don't like to call it a cheat day because you do this, or I don't call it a diet because a diet implies it. Like, if we know what the words mean, use the most popularly accepted words. That's what I think
it's a slow process of trying to de-word ourselves.
Jeremy West said Happy Meal, 2 quarter-pound burgers, no bun, 10 strips of bacon. Now that's a happy meal. Jeez Louise.
Are we talking McDonald's bacon though?
No, can't be, because they don't have any quarter. I'm not a quarter pounder.
I wouldn't get any of that stuff there. But make it at home.
Rhonda said I lost a receipt on a very expensive item that I needed to return. I held on to that receipt so I can show I paid instead of putting it in my wallet at the register. So they gave me store credit. Ooh, you always gotta hold on to your receipts though. See, I have a very.
I know what.
I have if you don't have your receipt, you can't get your money back. They give you store credit. But
if that. Sometimes they just say, get your butt out the store.
Well, Walmart generally accepts a lot of things for store credit. They're going to make sure you can't spend your money nowhere else.
I'm just saying, back in the day.
Tanya said it's a psychological game, but at the end, we have control. Whether we choose our own, to use our control in a way that is beneficial to our goals, or whether we choose to use our control in a way that doesn't. Exactly, right?
Exactly.
Sheila said, smash that like button.
There's that third rail out there that they don't know the control they have. And they just let a leaf in the wind. I don't have any control, so life will just smack me all over.
I know people like that, and that is my least favorite type of person.
I don't know why is life doing this to me.
Also, Richard. Stop it.
I'm just saying.
What is life doing to you?
I'm just saying there are those people.
Brianna said I usually use self-checkout unless one of the lines is very short. That's rare though.
There you go.
Thank you, Brianna.
She gave you your lifeline.
We're friends now.
There's 2 people out there who do that.
Tanya said I use whatever line is shorter, self-checkout or cashier. See, that's the thing. I could understand that, but there are people Like these people in this very family that we just heard that said they will stand in line for 20 minutes versus go to a self-checkout.
It really depends. If I have a basket full of stuff, are we talking how much stuff are we talking?
Jerry said it depends on how much food I have. I also hate looking up produce.
How much stuff are we talking? Like if I have just 15 things and the self-checkout's clear, but there's like one cart in front of me, like I don't mind if there's one, but if it's like 3 carts and the self-checkout's empty, then I'm like, okay. But the self-checkout's full, but there's still a person full here, then I'm like, I might as well wait for the person.
Pamela said
it all depends.
They always check receipts here in Walmart because they charge for bags and most people don't take them. Do they charge for bags in Walmart's now? And have they been adding down to my receipt? Because that's also, they do that in Europe as well. So they charge for bags.
People don't take bags.
Wacky said, I love choice days. Not if you got to pay for them. Yeah, like plastic bags, you know? I am really enjoying like a time, like eating in a way where I don't feel the need because the way that the WAC family has summed it up for me that I identify most with is like a pressure valve, right? It's like eating properly every day for some reason builds up this pressure to like need to like go off track or something, you know? And the longer that I do it, so like the more perfect and precise I am for the longer period of time, the more pressure that builds so that eventually when it just goes, like when it bursts or whatever, I go way off track because I need to make up for all the
do you think this is just the moment in your life right now? Like, does Mary T have that same pressure valve?
I don't think so. I don't think that's what it is. Like, because here's the thing. I found that if I eat in a way consistently that I don't feel the need to escape from, that pressure doesn't build, Like right now, I am eating in a way that I could eat for a very long time. And also realizing that the pressure can be released with like other things. Like that's why I buy those ice drinks, like that's my pressure relief valve. It's like, ooh, something I get to have on the weekend, right? It's still a 0 calorie, 0 sugar thing, right? And then for those larger, I'm actually about to eat some cake right now. Then those come a lot more, dispersed.
Nice.
So
I love that.
Mary T said, if Walmart is all self-checkout, then I'm out. My best friend was a steel worker rep and is big on no Walmart. Someone took her son to Walmart and he was so upset and worried that his mom would be mad. We can't go to Walmart. Honestly, Walmart is like, it's just a typical corporation. Let's be honest. That is what this country allows, right? That is what capitalism allows, right? When the government will subsidize the wages of the workers so that the company can make more profit. Like when the company gets to start to announce all the breaks and deals it wants because municipalities are so desperate for job creation and income. We've done something wrong, people, but don't get me started.
But they've just basically mastered the
Jacob Weston, even the word diet is a negative word with painful connotations. Anything restrictive automatically triggers resistance. See, but I don't think that when I hear the word diet, I don't think of a short-term diet stint anymore. I think like a diet is like Dr. Kim Berry uses, the proper human diet. The diet is the overarching set of foods that a given organism eats. So if I say diet, that's what I mean.
Well, the funny thing about all that is how many decades have we been calling it the standard American diet?
Exactly. And then going on a diet
the whole time. Exactly, we've been ignoring the D on that the whole time. Like, you can call it what you want to call it.
Mary T says, I don't even call it a cheat day or anything. I say, I think I'll make some bread. And then I have a bacon sandwich and hubby eats the rest. Or I have a bun, with my chicken burger. Kind of boring. That's where I'm going.
She don't swim in it.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, I eat the whole loaf of bread.
I'm getting better at that.
You know what I'm saying? That used to be your cheating days where you overdo it to the point where Mary T you just sample, just real quick, bam, I'm good.
Real quick,
slide it off. Yeah. Like, you was like,
no, I felt the need to, it really identified the noises you were making.
I was just trying to give
I really identified with the type of binging that it was on TikTok or something, right? But I watched a video on the 4 different types of binging and this lady could have made it up, but regardless, it really hit home. One of them was like future anticipated restriction binging, right? It's just like, I know I'm going to start eating strict on Monday, so let me eat as much as humanly possible from now until Monday. Whereas if you hadn't thought about, like how you were going to restrict on Monday, you might not have been tempted or felt the need to binge up until then. Yeah. But since you're anticipating future restriction, you feel the need to overcompensate in the now. And that's what my cheat days have always been. My red days have always been, I know I'm going right back on track, so let me try to get as much in as possible.
Like and chipmunk and the acorn analogy.
That doesn't help anyone.
All those acorns and you're eating them all. It's gonna run out.
Hupton said, I love self-checkout. My first tax-paying job was a checker and a bagger. I want to bag my own stuff. I was taught right and I can't let it go. Exactly. They don't know how to bag stuff anymore. Don't get me started. And packing a bag of groceries is a skill, right? Like knowing how to efficiently pack a bag of groceries. And now people just throw one or two items in any bag.
You and Huffman also have an issue with control. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Pamela said most stores here in California charge 10 cents a bag. Yep, that makes sense.
That's definitely
Brianna said in Connecticut, plastic bags aren't allowed anymore. It's 10 cents for a paper bag. Most people bring their own. I like it. It's so dumb to use a bag for one item. Just carry it. I agree. I love that. I can't wait till we get to that point.
Well, also, when growing up, we reused the heck out of plastic. Plastic bags had about 7 different uses in our household, from garbage can liner to food prepper to... Yeah, we don't just grab a plastic bag and throw it in a garbage can. No, you better save it and put that in the bag of other bags.
Yes.
So we can reuse all those bags again.
Joyce said, I love doing self-checkout because I have food money and miscellaneous money, so I don't like having people wait for me to do both. I agree. Like, you get to just manage your own situation. Like, I had 3 different transactions today at the self-checkout, and I just got to go at my own pace because I wasn't, like, holding the line up.
I love other people doing it because it ain't my job.
Tanya said, I believe we give words power. If the use or intent behind a word is given a negative connotation despite the meaning, then even if you change it over time, it gets negative. And then what's the point? Exactly. I mean, I feel that.
Quit saying
that's why
standard American diet.
30 minutes. Okay, good to know. Mary T said, I don't even look at it as a diet. It's just the way I eat. But see, that's called a diet. The definition, like, to put all those words together, diet is the definition of the way one generally eats. That's the word.
American diet.
The longer I don't eat crap, the less I want it. You've already experienced the anticlimactic feeling of having that treat. It's just, man, I know, right? I feel that. Yes, Tanya said it's not the word, it's the behavior or the mindset. I agree.
Exactly.
Rhonda said, if I eat it if I really want it. That's all. Deprivation can contribute to binging. I agree. That's also what I've gotten a lot better at, is realizing
talking to your belly.
What I really want versus like what's out of habit. You remember I was just talking to you about like, I can't believe like Christmas is normally when I would do pizza. Like, and just like because it was Christmas. But I'm like, I have no desire to do my whole typical like Pizza Hut thing because
you realize it's nasty.
No, it is delicious. I'm no longer eating it for like eating sake, like unless I really want it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't even really want the pizza right now. Maybe in a couple of months, the thing that I can't get off my mind is Pizza Hut, and I'll go there. But like, I'm really starting to like trying to be in tune with what do you actually want versus what are you just like letting yourself have because you said you could,
Exactly. Okay. Increase our taste buds.
So I've been fasting and eating and blah blah blah, weightlifting, blah 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 blah.
You've been getting buff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't see it.
You can't see it in the blue too.
You are sitting right here. You know it's purple. No.
You're so cute.
Okay.
I love your purple hoodie.
So also another thing I've been doing is stepping on the scale multiple times a day, like with clothes and like things like to change the weight. The old scale confusion. Because you guys remember, I have my scale. If I weigh anything near my previous day's weight, it'll just snap back to that weight. And so now I step on the scale to completely throw the weight off so that when I step on the scale in the morning, it's an actual weight.
And you turn the lights out. You turn it on real quick and there's a flashlight in his face. Then you confuse the scale. Scale don't know where it's at. Scale the winner to start screaming. Shut
up. So that's why you'll notice the numbers are like the differences are very slight and you remember I used to have long stretches where the weight wouldn't change at all. They were varying slightly. My scale just wouldn't read it. So now the numbers are slight changes. So
they're perfect.
Yeah, so I stepped on the scale yesterday. It was 196 point. Yeah, 196.6 was a gain of 0.4. Then I stepped on the scale today and it was 196.8, which is a gain of 0.2. I mean, these are just minuscule increases. I'm not really I'm not really paying attention to it. I do like the variability. Like if those would have just kept saying 196.2 this whole time, I might have been annoyed. So, but you know, tis the way tis. So
it annoys you if it's just plus -0.
Yes.
But it doesn't annoy you.
Just what is changing, right? Yeah, I don't really mind. Driven West said, I keep about 6 to 10 canvas bags in the back of my car so I don't have to use the plastic ones. Yeah, that's why I've been giving y'all them bags at Keto Palooza. They not only hold your swag, those are grocery bags, you know?
No.
Wacky said in New York City, you're charged for bags. Yeah.
Well, I think we realized that we're drowning in plastic.
Yes.
So
Buddha said, yes, diet literally just means what you eat. It's when people tried to make it a verb that started confusing. Yeah, no thanks, I'm dieting. Yeah, like exactly.
That's
because when people say I'm on a diet, it's also, there are little words in parentheses that they're leaving out. I'm on a calorie restricted diet to meet certain goals. Like that's the whole sentence, right? But like we've just, once again, we've clamped it down to diet is supposed to mean this thing, but actually they're saying a bunch of other things around that word. So.
Or Fruit Loops fit into my standard American
Rhonda
diet.
said, you're still holding up the line. The self-checkout has a line. No, because if there's like 9 other things, people can continue to go to those, right? Like that's the whole point. Kelly said, did you order your chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A? Why, yes, I did. But I ordered a smaller amount because not as many people are going to be coming over. And
why'd you look at me for that one?
Because you love those Chick-fil-A nuggets. So
well, why'd you look at me for a smaller amount?
Because I was hoping that it wouldn't make you sad that I ordered a smaller amount.
As long as they offer me.
No, see, they're not. They're for everybody.
You're a liar.
Yeah, so that's
well, public service announcement.
Yes.
The Christmas party to change.
Mary T said metabolic flexibility takes a long time. My daughter's dealing with the same thing. One thing off plan, 5 pounds overnight and 2 weeks to get it back off. Yep, she's learning it's not worth it. I know.
I mean, right? Yeah, it takes time for your body to remember that.
Joyce said, I thought I heard that Walmart was going no plastic bag or plastic bag free by the end of the year, but I don't know if that will happen. I mean, I would love it. Tanya said, I really want that blue hoodie though. I'm not even joking. Can we get that color? You've been marketing a blue hoodie all week and I've drunk the Kool-Aid. I don't even know if this is as available as a color. Like, well, maybe it'd be closer to navy. Like, try to, like the navy one might be.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any dark, deep.
Like, there's not like deep, like it's like your standard, like true royal blue sort of situation.
It'll be a lighter blue. So, it won't be like a deep, rich color.
Yes. Lisa said, I'm trying to sneak up on my scale with a floodlight. Exactly. Don't pay attention to him.
Yeah, Rhonda and Lisa, you're both correct.
He is a dummy.
You the one trying to confuse us. Yeah, they was like drunk in the club or something. Like, hey, Scale, you don't recognize me now.
Drunk in the club.
Oh, hey, Scale.
You guys, we're going to go ahead and get going because don't worry, we'll be back over on Watch Out on Keto tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag Whack Wednesday. We also posted Smash the Crates over there, so go give that a watch. It was very chocolatey.
It was very fun.
Yeah, this
needed more meat
month.
sticks.
So, no, absolutely not. More. So have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you tonight over on Watch Out on Keto at 8:30.
Bye, y'all.